Hello students, how are you all? As you know that in the previous session we have studied about the first chapter of political science, that was what is democracy and why is democracy. And now in the present session we will study about the chapter number 2 of economics, that is from social science. And first of all we will know about the important content of the chapter, and I will give you some introduction about it. First content is human capital. Population becomes a human capital when investment is made in the form of education, training, and medical care. Investment in human capital yield as a return, just like an investment made in physical capital. This is visible in the form of higher incomes earned through higher productivity of healthier, educated, and better trained individuals. For many decades in India, a large population has been considered as a liability rather than an asset, but the population can be turned into a productive asset. For examples, investment for a child's education can yield higher return in future. Countries like Japan have invested in human resource. They have invested in people, especially in the field of education and health. Improvement in the health status of the population is the priority of every country. The national policy of India thereby aims at improving the health of the people by organizing programs, opening more medical colleges and hospitals, and looking after public health thoroughly. However, the country continues to face the problem of illiteracy and unemployment, which the government is trying to overcome through various programs and initiatives. So, dear students, in short, we can say that human capital is a group of skills and knowledge which is gained after the huge investment in the field of education and health. And now we can discuss about the physical capital. Physical capital is tangible, which can be touched or seen, and physical capital, money is an example of physical capital. And physical capital is different from human capital, but human capital has more power than physical capital. Physical capital can be obtained easily when we compare it with the human capital. And physical capital is a property and house and other facilities which are we are using, just like vehicle and other things. So physical capital is different from human capital. Now we'll discuss about Sarv Shiksha Abhiyan. Sarv Shiksha Abhiyan is launched by the government to remove illiteracy from the country. Sarv Shiksha Abhiyan is a significant step towards providing elementary education to all children in the age group of 6 to 14 years by 2010. It is a time-bound initiative of the central government in partnership with the states, the local government, and the community to achieve the goal of universalization of elementary education. Bridge courses and back to school camps have been introduced to increase the enrollment in elementary education. Midday meal scheme has been introduced to increase attendance and retain children, as well as increase their nutritional status. So, dear students, you have to prepare important notes about the content which whatever is explained in this session.